Thank you for the Browns organization for giving me a chance. That's all I need.
That's a cold line right there. He thanked the Browns organization for giving him a chance because he knew it didn't matter what place he got picked, whether it was first or 144th, he's going to ball out regardless. My name is Bryce Wilson, and I'm a mental performance coach who coaches athletes on how to develop a winner's mindset. Today, we'll be reacting to how Shedeur Sanders reacted to being drafted 144th when he was supposed to be drafted in the first round and maybe even top 5. Let's see what kind of mindset he has.
Thank everybody for being here. This
was at the end of round 1, and he had a massive draft party with celebrities. They had glittery, shiny disco people. This is probably the first time that this has been in a draft party. He came blinged out with a custom chain, a watch. He was probably wearing over 100K, and he had dozens of friends and family all coming to watch him get drafted. That sets the stage for the atmosphere when he ended up not getting drafted at all out of 32 picks in the first round. Yet he did want to go up in front of everyone and say some words, so let's hear what he has to say.
Thank everybody for being here. We all didn't expect this, of course, but...
He thanks everyone for being there, and he says, we all didn't expect this, which means that he knew in his heart that he deserved to be drafted in the first round, if not top 5. That shows he has high self-worth and self-value. I think Shedeur Sanders has done a great job of raising his sons to have high confidence in whatever they do. Now, there are NFL scouts whose whole job is to find the right players to fit on their team. And the NFL coaches have probably been coaching for years in the NFL, yet Shedeur Sanders disregarded all that and said, y'all all got it wrong. I know I deserve to be drafted in the first round. He's likely built that confidence from the work he's put in, the performances he's had. He's had incredible performances in the last couple seasons and was one of the finalists for the Heisman this year. And he's probably built that confidence from affirmations and just speaking highly of himself. He's always speaking highly of himself and never speaks in a way that would lower his confidence. He's always building himself up.
But I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible.
He has a strong faith in God, and that has allowed him to get through these highs and lows and these stresses and joys of not only the football season, but this NFL draft. During times like these, when you're going through difficult moments of uncertainty, you need something to lean on. And for him, it's his faith in God.
I don't feel like this happened, for no reason.
I think he meant to say, I feel like it happened for a reason. This is another benefit of his faith in God, but also a great perspective to have if you want to maintain high confidence no matter what the situation. To have the perspective that difficulties don't happen to you, but for you. That way, no matter what failure you encounter, you're able to learn from that and use that to propel you forward rather than hold you back.
All this is of course, fuel to the fire.
Another element of an elite mindset. He could be upset right now. He could be moping. He could be complaining. He could be going on Twitter and tweeting about how they snubbed him, or going on social media and complaining and calling out all the NFL teams. But instead, he just takes it on the chin and understands that this failure, this embarrassment will only fuel him to work harder in practice, to perform better in games, so that this whole situation will work out for his good in the end. Failures aren't final. Failures are fuel to improve and become the best that you can be.
And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't happen.
Again, speaking life into himself and confidence into himself, because even though he had the skills and the quality to be drafted in the first round, he's still a young kid who has never played in the NFL and could have been second-guessing himself and thinking that, oh, these NFL coaches, these NFL scouts, they probably know better than me. I'm probably not worthy to be drafted in the first round. But no, he continues to speak highly of himself no matter what happens.
But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless.
He takes it in stride and says that even if he gets drafted in the later rounds, he's still going to be happy with the situation he's in because he made it to the NFL. He's not really stressing about getting picked in the first round or one of the top picks because money-wise, he's good money-wise. The only difference would be maybe ego at this point, but he still says that no matter what place he gets picked, he's going to be happy regardless because he's in the NFL.
Legendary.
Ooh. He had to do his branding there at the end. Hey, there you go, man. I respect it. Get your money, man. Now, this is on day 3 after Shedeur got passed up in the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th round, which at that point is just disrespectful to the caliber of player he is. But let's see how he reacted to getting drafted in the 5th round. That's the only way you can celebrate, man, with a dance party. I love it. It shows the gratitude they have, the fun they're having, and the fact that they weren't really stressed. I love it. It shows the gratitude they have, the fun they're having, and that they weren't really affected by all the disrespect that they've been shown. A dance acting like he's getting called by the NFL coaches is kind of cold though. So it's important and great to see that he kept his family close around him and that they're all excited for him and there to support him.
I'm so excited I heard this.
He still has a sense of humor despite all he's been going through in the last couple of days. When you're going through struggle and difficulty, laughter really is the best medicine. So when you go through difficulty, try to laugh and crack jokes because that will decrease the stress that you feel.
Thank you, everybody. Came support. Thank you, everybody out there, all the fans.
He starts off by thanking all those who support him, both his family and friends, and the people who are his fans who were waiting to see him get drafted.
Thank you for the Browns organization for giving me a chance. That's all I need.
That's a cold line right there. He thanked the Browns organization for giving him a chance because he knew it didn't matter what place he got picked, whether it was first or 144th, he's going to ball out regardless. And he was going to have that feeling and chip on his shoulder regardless. But it's going to be even more so now that they all doubted and disrespected him.
Things happen. Yeah. Sometimes it's adversity.
You can't control the uncontrollable.
You can't control that. So you just got to remain positive, stay happy at all times.
This is a foundation of a winner's mindset right here. Control what you can control. He couldn't control that all 32 NFL teams passed up on him for 4 rounds, even though he deserved to be one of the top picks. The only thing that's in his control right now is the fact that he's going to the Cleveland Browns, and now it's on him to ball out.
No, God got you. I knew the whole time God had me, so I wasn't really panicking.
Again, that's a great reason to have some sort of faith in something. Because life is stressful, and without faith, you're going to be stressing a whole lot more than if you have something to believe in and understand that everything's going to work out for your good in the end.
Because I understood it's about perfect timing. So, in that case. Yeah! We love you, Shedeur!
Alright, you gotta admit that's cold. After his speech about how people passed him up for 4 rounds in a row, and then he finally got picked 144th, he ended that speech by saying, it's all perfect timing. And then he played his own song called Perfect Timing. That's hard. They're just having fun, enjoying themselves. It looks like he's really grateful to just make it into the NFL, regardless of what pick he went. So overall, great mindset from Shedeur, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what he does in the NFL.